Hey, it's MK, and as promised, I was going to share with you guys how I am going to put this really cool folio, which opens up like so, in my album. So I've already posted or put on, oh, that one came off. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So I have already, oh, I don't even know where my, sorry. So I already put my layout in the folio, and what I did, because I was not thinking, why are you not straight? That is so strange. Okay, because I wasn't thinking when I first created this album, I actually put this little piece right here. So what I did was I ripped it up and I put it on the back of this page right here, and then that way it still looks like you can see the folio tab and it's still a 12 by 12, and you don't see this section right here, which actually probably would have been super cute, but I would have worried about all of these actually no, not with what I'm doing. Sorry, forgive me. Ignore that I just said that. Okay, so I've got this folio, I've got this on the other side. I am ready to technically get to work on all of these pieces. Technically. I am going to, so I have another page right here. I have another layout right here that I am going to end up, I think it goes this way. I don't know if I'm going to glue this onto this page or not. It doesn't, I don't think it makes any difference unless I wanted to round these corners and make them match. However, my 12 by 12 is a little bit larger than the 12 by 12. So I think I am going to just leave it the way it is, but I'm not going to glue it to make it easier for me to get this in and out of my page protector. So I have 3 page protectors, and the only reason is because this is a double page, right? So I need a page protector for this page right here. Other than that, I probably only would have needed 2 to put this folio in play, okay? So the first thing I am going to do, because technically I could take this, I could cut this, and this be a page and this be a page. It could have been done just like that. Everything would have been just simple, but because this is Wonderland and I really wanted it to be different in its own way, I am going to take this piece right here and I'm going to put this in my page just like so. So now that I've got it halfway through, I'm just sliding it on like so. Now I should have cut this piece off. I just wanted to make sure that this was actually going to fit in the way that I wanted it to. And this does stick out just a little bit, right? Can you guys see how it sticks out? If that bothers you, you can cut this off as well as cut off about 1/4 inch so it does not. Now, this is exposed, okay? Your spine right here will be exposed. I don't like that. If I'm being honest, I do not like that, okay? So what I'm going to do, now that I've did all this, right? I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this to my trimmer. Okay, actually I'm going to take it to my scissors, not really my trimmer. Hold your breath. Hold your breath, because this is the tricky part right here, okay? So I'm going to open this up, okay, just like this, and I've got my binding section right here and everything else. I'm going to create a 12-inch flip flap in a way, but I'm going to cut right along the seam right here, all the way down. I know. Super scary. Okay. Super scary. Now, and I'm doing this because I don't like this exposed spine, right? So when I put this on, this would have been just perfect. It would have been absolutely great. Close to My Heart used to sell side loading for the Creative Memories page protectors. I believe Stampin' Up! Still does. I personally don't own any. Okay, and I'm going to stop right there, right before it gets down to the bottom crease. Okay, so then I'm going to just sit my page right inside here. Okay, now it's easier to put on because it's just going to go just like so. My page is going to fit all the way inside there, and as you can see, I have this binding where it goes into my album, right? And my page fits in there. The binding is perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second piece, just like so, and I'm going to cut again along this piece. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up overlapping these two pieces here. Now, if you have a post-bound album, I would create a gusset for your piece. So it's going to look like this when it's all said and done. When I go to put all this stuff together, this is going to, and I'm going to end up with one piece to be able to still put this in my album. Okay, I know it'll be fabulous. I will show you guys how it works, but this is opposite. So I cut on this side. I know I'm all over the place, you guys. This is how I talk to myself too. It's interesting. So for this one, I cut on with the spine holes. I cut the page protector with the spine holes on the right. This one, I'm cutting it with the spine holes on the left. Let's see if I'm able to do this again. Nice and slow. I don't really want to cut into the stitching of the page protector, and I still want it to be hunky-dory and all pretty. Okay. Am I in frame? Yes, still. I'm still in frame. Sorry. Okay, and again, I'm just cutting down to the very bottom. I don't want to cut into the bottom seam. Okay, so then I am going to flip my page over. I'm going to add adhesive. Now, I would not use my tape gun. Sorry, had a little bit of lapse of cognition. I'm going to put my adhesive. I'm not going to cover the holes because I don't want the holes to be sticky, right? I mean, I guess it would be okay if they were, but I don't really want it on my album. So the reason why I am doing this one and putting the adhesive on this one, which is on technically the front, is because these will be covered up by the piece that I put in. Okay, so I've got this, okay, and I'm actually going to adhere it to my other page protector. I hope this is all making sense because I don't really know the words. I just know what I want to happen. Okay, so let me put this page protector, okay, and then this is going to fold over and adhere to this page protector, just like so, okay? I don't want this to adhere to the page because then if I did that, if I just glued it here, then this will flap in the wind and it will never stay in your album, right? Okay, so I want to glue this into, or glue this. I'm stuck on something. Here we go. Make sure it's all lined up and where I want it to be before I start gluing down and treating it like it's a big giant flip-flap, right? Okay, so I've got it at the very bottom. I've got this, and I'm going to fold this over just like so. Okay, here's the tricky part, okay, is holding all of this in place. Making sure your project is down everything is where you need it to be. And then I'm going to glue this right there. I like the holes because now I have little pieces to work with instead of big pieces to work with. Okay, and it does say scrapbook.com. I'm okay with that. I'm proud of where I get my page protectors. It's not going to deter from how my page looks. Okay. A little crooked. There we go. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to add my other, oh, that one came off completely. Let me get that back on there. I do apologize. Sometimes if I do not adhere it down good, it pops up. Just like that. I will make this happen, I promise. Burnish it down really, really good. Might be because of the lotion I have all over my fingers. There it goes. Oh, and the fact that my tape was all crooked. That's not good. Okay, so for justification, I am going to put this in my page just as if it was a regular page protector. Okay, and then you guys can visualize what it's going to look like in my album once I get past all the lump and bump. So, for one, this kind of disappears. Your little spine piece. It kind of disappears. I'm not going to say it's going to completely disappear. It's not perfect at all, but when you open it in your album, this is what is going to connect it into your album. I use a 3-ring binder. My spine is now protected by a page protector, okay? So I don't have to worry about that. And then you open it and it looks like this, right? And then you turn the page in your album and you've got this really cool large flip-flop. Now, if this bothers you right in here and the fact that this is wide open, you can take some paper clips and you can put paper clips in there or whatnot. Me personally, it does not even. These are so creased right here, it does not even open. It doesn't pretend like it's open. It looks like it's seamless. It's flawless. It is awesome. And then of course this is my second page. So I will put this into a page protector as well. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, and then it'll look like this. And now I've got a whole album and I've made a giant flip flap using 2 pages. I do have to keep kind of pushing this down. Once I get it actually in the album, it'll be just fine. It will, it will. There we go. So anyways, that is how I plan on adding this to my album. I've got my spine, I've got this all protected, everything, so it's not going to wear and tear over time and then possibly fall out. And then of course I definitely could have just cut it in half to begin with and taken it out of my album. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I love making interaction in my albums, you guys. It's so much fun having all this different stuff. All right, until next time, bye.